everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. After 2 weeks on the road, they're finally ready for the home opener at Arrowhead Stadium. Standing by on the call, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few months unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
First down, Bridgewater. Dorsett making the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go!
A gain of 32 that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 41, Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Bridgewater now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's go, D. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done right there. We got 4.
From the 31, Bridgewater. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Riddick. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 18 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
That's complete to Jake Butt.
We play to win. Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So second in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Bridgewater now from the 50. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The completion to Riddick.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Riddick. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Riddick with a carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's complete to Gates. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Gates in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
But just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett for his second sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater to throw it. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Able to slither by. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Wentz completes it to Fitzgerald. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Wentz now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Wentz going to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Joker, 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 joker.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Wentz being chased out left.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot, shoot.
Throwing is Wentz. The quick slant caught. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wentz now to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this from both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bithema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
5 down. Stand up in.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st down. First and 10 at the 29.
They run it
with Carson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
Brings up second and 10 at the 29.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you